Today, we're trying to save this Airbnb property. This multi-million Scottsdale listing is the worst, best property you have ever seen. It could lose $100,000 this year if we don't do something dramatic right away. My name's Sean Rockygich. I've been a host for 10 years. Nothing should surprise me anymore, but this does. How bad a good listing can be will surprise you too. Let's go inside. Let me show you why this listing's falling apart, and let's try to come up with a plan to save it. Right now, I don't have one yet. Let's go inside. Now, this listing is going to require some heavy lifting. The reason why is it was supposed to look better when I got here, because it did in its photos. The thing about a listing is you can hide and you can lie in the photos. This gym was supposed to look amazing, and it did in the one photo. But look at this garage. This place is trash. This gym, what a letdown. Because why have experiential amenities if it's not an experience? You might as well just put me next to Walmart in the parking lot with this sauna right now. This is not experiential. And that's one of the things we're gonna try to fix. For a property that needs to clear $35,000 a month, you can't ask someone to call this luxury, can you? This is the first room anyone sees. The check-in guide says come in through the garage. Take a look at this wall. Do you want somebody walking into an empty box if they're paying multiple thousands of dollars per night? No. This should make a first impression, and it makes a bad one. Let's keep going. This might be the best room in the house. There is a little room here with some queen beds. This room looked way bigger in the photos, by the way. We have a lot less to work with here, and I'm a little bit sad about that. Now, this is the master. It has a quality headboard, quality furniture, but even this has been worn down. Who knows how long this has been an Airbnb property, and this has not been well maintained. This stuff's quick and easy, but this just shows you the lack of care for the property. Now, that could go in the very front room. Right away, boom, we put that and that plant, and all of a sudden, the entrance doesn't look so blah. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, look at this thing. I mean, I'd get in this right now, but this is not OnlyFans, this is YouTube. So this is beautiful, and we can work with stuff like this. This has bones, ladies and gentlemen, but they're doing it all wrong. If you look at this chandelier, that's supposed to have light bulbs in it, and that doesn't. This is a vibe waiting to happen, and nobody wants to commit to put light bulbs in. The enamel is wearing off. And this is what most people might get wrong when you're trying to decide if an Airbnb is going to be good. There's nothing inherently wrong with some of this, right? Having an 8-person table, even if you sleep 20, is okay. A lot of people get overly concerned about having enough people at the dinner table. Groups of 20 aren't trying to throw a 20-seater banquet. They'll tell you if they're throwing an event or a wedding, and you'll actually bring in the extra furniture for that. That's not a big deal. Now, this kitchen, it's also overly okay. But if you turn to the left, look at that coffee machine. That's not a good coffee station. It does have some syrups and stuff, which is cool, but we need to upgrade our game. At this price point, you need world-class coffee. Now, this rattle, you see that? Is this furniture about to come undone? That's not luxury either. Housekeepers need to be armed with tools so that they can tighten down this furniture. I even have my housekeepers in Dallas have screwdrivers so toilet seats, when they're loose, they can fix those too. Supply closet looks pretty well stocked if you want to take a look. Anybody who wants to know what a supply closet should look like, this is generally correct. You're gonna have everything you need, and you're gonna be overstocked. You're gonna have extra air filters, tons of cleaning soaps, shampoos, paper towel, toilet paper, all of it. This is a pretty good war room. That way, no matter what happens, including something they're not using, and you're gonna see that throughout the video, the walls are just a mess, but they have the spare paint, so they can fix the walls. They're just not doing it. Now, let's get to the heart of my complaints. Is this really our design style? What is this from, like Marshall's Home Goods? It's like $60. Not even hung appropriately. And, like I said, you can see the scuffs on the walls, the paint chipping, they're not working on the property. This has been like malnourished, under-maintained. But one of my main accusations about this place is somebody's like, oh, let's get an expensive property and let's put in maybe the bare minimum we can get away with and try to make it work. Pool table's cool. There's enough room to play pool. That's all right, but these potted plants, this doesn't even have a pot, okay? Like the juxtaposition of having a pool table in a luxury place like this, and this is gonna be your plant choice, it's almost shameful. If any of you are interior designers, like feel free to just go off in the comments right now. You are not out of line for saying so, because I'm probably thinking what you're thinking. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? More cliche artwork. Nothing grounding the TV. You can get away with this if this place was like $80 a night, right? If this was like an economic stay, you put a TV on a wall like that, you could maybe get away with this. But at $2,000, $3,000 a night, which is what we're trying to get on the weekends, absolutely not. Obviously, this hasn't been washed in forever. I don't know what it looks like happened on that. This couch was facing that way just a moment ago before we turned on the camera. I had to make these face together. You guys get it right? This space is supposed to be defined where people can sit and talk to each other. That's what this room is supposed to look like. But somebody flipped the couch facing that way for more TV watching space and abandoned this love seat. This is what it was supposed to look like. We fixed it. Ready to go outside? Welcome to disaster level 2, right? This has so much potential. So much. This hammock, this does not fit the vibe, okay? Do a 180. Take a look at the bar. That also does not fit the vibe, okay? We've got a scale issue here. A place this big, the things have to scale, and they also have to look congruent to the amount of money you're trying to charge. A cheap hammock or a super tiny bar, it just makes everything look, I don't know, fratty. It's like somebody wanted to throw a pool party, but they were 17 and dad was gone. And they got a friend to bring over a bar so they could slang Kool-Aid and like, I don't know, like Jose Cuervo or something. Pool's got potential, and I've got an idea, which we'll get to later. Now, there's some stuff that's really just kind of silly, right? There's all this space, it's not well utilized. But then when you look in this direction, look at the green on the fence. Like, it's like they wanted to create a privacy fence pointlessly. Like, come walk this way, I'll show you why this is so pointless. This is maybe supposed to hide this, but look how not ugly that is, right? Sure, it's not the property, but that fence looks way better than this, don't you think? But now it looks hood, right? This looks like the backyard of a school in downtown Philadelphia. That's a mess. That shouldn't just be sitting out like that, because that's not cosmetic. That's ugly. This is a little unfortunate looking. See, the problem is there's no curation, right? For a property this big, things should be curated. And to just have this like standalone gazebo lonely over here, kind of so disconnected from everything else. We need, I don't know, to declare the space, it would be my thoughts. Like, we would need like plants or other elements that kind of orbit this area that then curates it. I don't know, we need a budget. That's what we need. We need a budget. I don't know if we have one. Good luck to us, right? That's oh, volleyball court's cool. I'm gonna try to take photos of this stuff myself to make it more pretty, because if you see the photos in the listing, everything was done with a drone. And now I can see why. Because the outside is so haphazard and ugly that the drone shots isolate these items, so you don't see that they don't belong together, I think is one of the things that the drone shots really do. But the drone shots also cannot sell as good of a listing as it could be if this was done right. So we need to find a way to compose all of this so the things flow, they feel like curated like elements all together in one bigger composition, and that way we can really pimp the space. Now, if we let's take a look at the walls from here, right? Let's give it a look. How plain is that? All I see is a lot of white wall, uninteresting architecture, just stuff strewn about. So one of the things I think we need to do is we need to make this a playground. We're gonna focus on the walls. We're gonna focus on just how full the space seems. And we're gonna try to do double duty. We need to find a way to make the place have more texture and personality and more color, all without blowing the bank. I need to talk to my student whose property this is and see how much money I am allowed to spend to save this property. So now that we know how nearly impossible this is, let's try to do it anyway. Next, let's come up with a plan and let's execute that plan. Let's go back inside. TV center for TV. Artwork above couch, 6 feet wide, 4 feet tall. Area rug. Couch. Color unknown. Either mirror or artwork to replace dotted art, 6 feet by 6 feet. Bench below artwork or console table under mirror to ground the wall. 2 identical plants, both sides of entranceway with prominent pottery. 2 symmetrical artworks above plants, 4 feet tall, 18 inches wide. Move pool table below chandelier. Large plant or statue by pool cues. Pinball machine or arcade game where ugly artwork is. Wall color change depending on artwork color scheme. Above faucet, In living room, either giant LED sign or piece of artwork, 4 feet wide, 6 feet tall. Could use black light paint to write LED sign style words over an art piece. To have the LED sign effect with a black light. Coffee machine upgrade for espresso machine. Pots and pans are fine. Need blender and rice cooker. Okay, we have blender, but need rice cooker. Bread hook, more cutting boards. Banquet style glass serviceware. Mixing bowls. Need a giant boiling pot. Start from the beginning. Plant wall, big LED sign, 2 egg chairs. Plant wall will cover all 3 walls. And we will have round circle mirror on the left wall. While leaving outside, could do a chalkboard black paint to let guests write stuff on the wall. We can maybe reuse some of the ugly artwork for the very left as soon as somebody walks in and just cover it with more colorful paint and just actually rework the artwork. Wall leading to master bathroom needs low, wide console table and large round mirror. Wall before exit door to outside could have some sort of modest wall painting mural or decal that will begin to be colorful like the outside will be. Couch should move, swap with big mirror, and then large piece of artwork above couch on wall leading to bathroom. Robes, baseboards need to be repainted from water damage. Upscale bottles of water, maybe even a small champagne fridge to sell champagne by the tub. That'll do it. That'll really do it. That idea is a banger. That's a banger. Remove green fence. We need a wall mural. We need to paint the outside. This room's fine. It could use a bunk bed, but the bunk bed's leading into the master makes no sense. There's no privacy. Makes no sense. I wonder if we can get invisible black light reactive paint so we can make the whole place come to life at night. We're gonna sleep more people. There's no room with a good bunk bed option. We need a different coffee table, possibly different couches. Swap king bed from bedroom 6 to secondary room in the master for increased privacy in the master. Bedroom 6 can become the bunk bedroom. Possibly move the sauna outside once a shade structure is built. Get rid of these damn red ropes. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. 1 second. Trash. So we've got some notes, but we don't know if we've got a budget yet. I'm gonna take my propositions to the property owner and see if we can get them to buy in to a couple of my craziest ideas. If they say yes, this place might have a shot. My friend owns a company called Pallet Rangers. They do a lot of like overstock and liquidation. So they got like 63 semi trucks of outdoor furniture from Home Depot once, I think is like one of the things that they flipped. And they just got a new 12,000 square foot warehouse. We're gonna go see his business, see his new warehouse. Just got done with his first pass of the property that we need to remodel and stuff.
Sure.
Wanted to see if you're at your new warehouse, because now that I'm done here, I want to swing by and say hi.
Yeah. I'll text you the address.
Cool, you there right now?
Yeah.
Awesome, I'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right, bye.